It has been 3 days since Congressman Tony Gonzales stepped down from District 23 after admitting to having an affair with a staffer who committed suicide. But the timeline to fill his seat is unclear. News West 9's Stephen Pepper joins us now after speaking with one Big Bend leader who's calling for his immediate replacement. Stephen.
That's right, Crystal. City Presidio Mayor John Ferguson tells me he fears a lack of representation as border wall construction in the region looms.
This is just so tremendously important.
City of Presidio Mayor John Ferguson is demanding a special election
as soon as possible.
The call for action comes in the aftermath of District 23 Congressman Tony Gonzales' resignation amid his sex scandal. However, the vacated seat now strips cities from San Antonio to El Paso of voting power in the nation's capital until the position is filled. With a threat of a border wall in Presidio's backyard, Mayor Ferguson says his community will have no one to step up for them.
There's a lot of opposition to this, but we need that point person in Washington to take that message to Congress, take it to the Department of Homeland Security, to the president.
Ferguson worries his district could be voiceless until the November congressional winner takes office in January. The governor has the sole power to prevent that from happening. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom set one for August to fill former Congressman Eric Swalwell's chair after he stepped down for a similar controversy. But Governor Greg Abbott has yet to indicate the same for TX-23, and the mayor likes to believe his silence is politically motivated.
I understand why they would maybe be not saying much on it, but it's, my goodness, we're Texans, and we sometimes you just have to stand up and you have to do what is right, and so that's what I'm waiting for.
The two likely candidates for a potential special election would be the current nominees, Democrat Katie Padilla Stout and Republican Brandon Herrera. Stout immediately announced her wishes for emergency voting, claiming the governor and her opponent are okay with leaving the seat open. She asked the community to express their concerns to Abbott, and so does Ferguson.
I say don't be afraid, be inspired. Be inspired by saving our land, especially for our generations that are going to follow. There's just, it can't even be put into words how important it is to preserve the Big Bend region.
Now, I did ask Mayor Ferguson if he'd throw his name in the race for the special election if that time came. It's unlikely, but he said he'd do anything for his region.